Welcome everyone. For those of you who've ever visited the foundation, you'll probably recognize that I'm standing in the original gardens. And behind me is the caravan that Peter and Eileen and their 3 sons and Dorothy all lived in those first few years that they were all here at the beginning of the community. And in the background you can also see our main sanctuary where the Light of Findhorn meditations are streamed from. The sun is shining, but it is quite cold. I'm going to continue reading from Dorothy's book, Call of the Trees, and reading some of the more general messages that she received from the devas of trees. Devas being the spiritual intelligence, the consciousness that holds the forms that we see. And although it's not from a specific species of tree, it's from the trees, the devas of the trees in general, as a group, as a body. And it kind of picks up on the theme from the last message I read, which was about the role of joy as we engage with these streams of consciousness. We come to your consciousness in the joy of our worlds and wonder anew at the complications humans make with their minds. As contact with us always uplifts you, so it is with all members of the nature kingdoms. There is no evil in our worlds. Your so-called evil only enters in with man's consciousness, with human interference. It may seem that some elementals are very strange, perhaps even hostile, but then so do some races of humans seem strange to you. And it is simply that they are different. Any hostility has been of human making and has been deserved. A new age dawns, and an era when all this misunderstanding and hostility falls away like mist in the sun. When all creation walks in the light and in joy together, loving one another, understanding one another. Hold this in your consciousness. Do not think negatively. The nature kingdoms need their champions to help redress the balance that has been upset by humankind. But it is a balance that needs to be found. Balance is not a position of rigidity, but one of great ease, of flowing with every movement, of non-resistance, of giving and taking and adjusting, of forever seeking oneness. In the wholeness of creation, all life serves and complements each other. The nature kingdoms offer its abundance as long as humanity obeys universal laws. Humanity does need to change and is changing, and we rejoice to see that it is so. Come share our gaiety, you solemn humans. Life is wonderful. Never doubt that and separate yourself from it. Just be what you truly are and find oneness with all life. Their messages were consistent throughout the time that Dorothy engaged with them. And we continue to deepen into the very fundamental teachings that come through Dorothy's messages. And it may be that there are questions you are asking about your relationship with this level of consciousness, about how you can engage with them yourself. It might be interesting to begin to read some of the questions you're asking, or if there are things you might like to know more about. You can always put your comments in the chat. It's useful information for me and for us to have about how we move forward. So until the next time, when there will be more from the trees, take care, stay well, stay safe, stay healthy.